The woman hurried out of the house and forgot to turn off the stove. Before long, the kitchen caught fire, and thick smoke swallowed the entire house. She had been in such a rush because she was going to meet her lover and her best friend. At that moment, her husband noticed the fire. He grabbed their daughter and his mother-in-law and tried desperately to escape, but found the front door locked from the outside. He called his wife for help, begging her to bring the key home, but she thought he was lying just to make her return. She not only scolded him, but also turned off her phone. The man smashed the door with all his strength and finally rescued his daughter and mother-in-law, but both were badly burned. He rushed them to the hospital, where the doctor said surgery had to be done immediately, but the payment was required first. All the family money was in his wife's hands. When the man finally got through to her, he heard her flirting with her lover. Furious, he checked social media and saw she was nearby at a mahjong club. He ran there, begging her for money. She threw a bank card at him and said coldly, "This is the divorce fee." The man gritted his teeth and agreed. Thinking he was pretending, the woman followed him to the hospital to expose his act. As she reached the hospital gate, the man rushed inside to pay the bill. Just then, she received a text saying, "Mom, I'm going to sleep." It was from her daughter, sent before the fire, but never delivered because her phone had died. The woman misunderstood, thinking the man had faked the message, and in anger, she froze the bank card. At that moment, the man's payment was declined. He ran out of the hospital, but saw his wife had already left. Soon after, the hospital informed him that his mother-in-law wanted to see him one last time. Before passing, she left all her property to the man and told him never to give her daughter a single cent. Heartbroken, the man texted his wife, telling her that her mother was gone and their daughter was in critical condition. But the woman thought he was cursing her mother, so she rushed back to the hospital to argue with him. Unfortunately, she missed her mother's final moment. Her daughter also passed away, without seeing her mother one last time. Even the nurse shook her head and said, the woman was too heartless. Yet after failing to find her mother in the ward, the woman went off to party with her lover and her friends. Grieving, the man buried his mother-in-law and daughter. While mourning them, he received a message from his wife's lover, saying she had gifted him a luxury car. At the same time, his assistant told him the bank had flagged a $1 million transfer from the woman's account and needed his authorization. The man refused to approve it and froze all her cards. A moment later, his phone rang. It was his wife, asking why she couldn't reach her mother. The man said calmly, "She's right here with me. If you want to see her, come yourself." When the woman arrived and stepped out of the car, she realized she was at a funeral home. She rushed inside, and the sight before her left her completely shattered.